I recently, in the last year or so, lost a little over 80 pounds. Now, I don't like telling people that because sometimes when I tell people that, they go, oh. And I'm thinking, did I ask you to carry it, or did you find it, or why are you looking at me like that? You know, but I recently also found out that I am 2 centimeters shorter on one side. And that didn't happen until after I lost the weight. So I'm thinking, it must have shifted sometime during the load. And now I'm on one side, crooked. And I have to get a shoe lift. I don't want a shoe lift. Because I make fun of people with shoe lifts. You know, I call them the normals. You know, the ones that walk around like this? I can't say that? I ain't telling jokes. That's going to be mean a little bit. A shoe lift, 2 centimeters. Oh my God. But you know, I'm feeling better. I wanted to feel better. You know, when I was carrying that weight, I was whistle breathing. Anybody know what whistle breathing is? You do? It's when you do just a little bit of activity and you end up. So, you know, I didn't want to whistle breathe anymore. And, you know, I kind of got sick and tired of tying my shoes on the side. You know, you see anybody, any big people tie their skinny thickums, tie their shoes on the side? You know, you got to stretch and get your mind right and Pilates and all of that. And then the shoe still ends up tied right over here. See, now I can get up and do it. But before I had to sit down and get myself together. And I wanted to feel better in my clothes, you know. You know, some people say they big-boned it. Some people are big-boned. That's their excuse of why they're big. And they say, you know, it runs in my family. It runs in my genes. And I say, yes. It runs in your jeans and your shirts and your shoes. Your socks roll over, all of that. But, you know, and I got a little embarrassed one day in the grocery store. I went to the grocery store and I was putting my food, I went to the automated service and I was putting my food up and put the first item up. Please, you know, the little lady in the box, the automated lady in the box, please put your first item, please scan your first item. So I scanned my first item, beep, please let it go to the conveyor belt at the end. Okay, put my second item up, please scan your second item, beep, please let it go to the end of the conveyor belt at the end. Then I leaned over for the next one. And she said, please remove the foreign object. Real story, because it was my stomach on the time. So I said, okay, it's time to do something about this one. I gotta do something about it. And then, you know, I wanted to be able to play with the kids better. I wanted to be able to, you know, run with the kids and play with the kids. And I really wasn't able to do that without whistle breathing after a while. You know, come back here. So, you know, I want to be able to play with the kids, or at least be the kids with better control. You know, he also doesn't know I'm about to tell this story, but she and I took her 2 little boys and one of my godchildren out for one day out for the summer. And we ended up at the Red Lobster by the end of the night. And my godson is the kind of kid that, you know, he's 5, but he can, you know, he's really smart, really quick with stuff. And so he ordered his own little shrimp and food, and he asked for cocktail sauce and ketchup, and the lady forgot to bring his cocktail sauce. So when she brought it back, she finally brought it back. I had to ask her 3 times. But when she brought it back, he said, finally! I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. And we both tried to ignore me and the waitress. And so he said, did you hear what I said? I said, finally. I said, oh my. I said, ma'am, I'm so sorry. Please forgive us. And she said, no, it's okay. But you know, I was like, no, it's okay. But you know it's a problem. And so we're sitting at the table, and I turned to him in that voice that your mama used to talk to you in when there's no more screaming, that screaming is done. And I said, Gregory, when I get you home, I'm going to walk you slow upstairs. Take all your clothes off. I'm going to go in my bedroom and get a belt. And I'm gonna wrap it slow around my hands. And then I'm gonna come back into the living room and I'm gonna beat you within an inch of your life. And he was like, Auntie Teapot, I said, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. Oh, no, you deserve this. So, we drove home, and just as we got home, I guess this dude said, listen, I'm just going to zonk out. I'm going straight sleep. So, we got to the house, and I said, Gregory, it's time. So he said, but Auntie Teapot, I just took sleep before a beating tonight. I said, no, I got time and energy. We're going to take the time. So you know you got that whooping, right? But back at the table, let me take you back to the table. So he goes, his son had ordered crab legs and brown rice. She said, no, sir, you don't like brown rice. I do tonight. You know how kids do. I do tonight. Okay, are you going to eat it? Yeah, I'm going to eat it. So after I got Gregory together at that table, after I told him when I get back to the house, I'm going to beat you, I turned back, everybody's at the table like, oh my God. And so he goes and says, no, sir, eat your food. He said, I'm full, I don't want any of that rice. I don't like it. I said, no, sir. I'm going to take one leap across this table and kill you. He said, oh my God. And ate that rice. I don't know if y'all have seen all these speed trap cameras that are in the area. Anybody been caught by the cameras yet? Nope. I actually got into an accident the other day because I was looking for speed trap cameras and not paying attention to the car that was in front of me. Oh, dang. And then I got a ticket about, a couple weeks before that. I decided to go fight that ticket. And they said I was doing 39 and a 25. And I went to court and I said, Judge, I could not have been doing that because I was watching TV on my phone and I had put my car on cruise control. So I know I couldn't have been doing more than 23. That's just impossible. But, I wasn't sure if I was going to make it out tonight, I'm a woman of a certain age now, the age where it's none of your damn business. And I kind of gauge all my night events by my bra. So if my bra comes off, I'm not going anywhere. Amen? Amen. Hey, Teapot, you want to go out to the movie tonight? Girl, I just took this bra off. It's not going to happen tonight. That's just not going to happen. Well, can you just put it back on? You know what it took to get it off? That's over. Try me tomorrow. But I've also been dating a little bit more lately. The new thing about dating is meeting people online. But I'm an old-fashioned chick. I still want to meet you at the courthouse or the hospital. But, we're meeting online now. So, I, for some reason, probably because of all of this weight that I still carry unevenly, am meeting a lot of African men. You can tell the African men that you meet because of the sentence structures that they pull together. Am called Sean. Am from Chicago. Am from God has bestowed beauty upon you today, and you are. Listen. And I'm like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm thinking, I can't date you. You're from Africa. You might have that package. That HIV and AIDS pack. I know that's rough, but I know you thinking. I'm just saying it. And although I want to lose weight, I don't want to lose it that fast. That might be a little bit too fast for me. Or you got the kind that the close talkers that want to talk you right here. And I'm like, on account of how my bank account is set up, I can't really talk to you that close. Or you got the ones that are just so ugly, the kind that put up the wrong picture. The wrong picture. And then when you get there, when you see them at the restaurant, you met at the restaurant, and I'm like, no. You so ugly, and I can't now. But my favorite, that's just so ugly that when you look up, I went ahead and we're already there. I had dinner and I was eating my food and trying not to look up at him. And, my lashes are long enough where I can look like I'm looking, but not looking. just like this. And I looked, I'm like, oh my God, how did I get here? Like, this is just ugly beyond words. You want dessert? I can't even, I'm just trying to just stay with my food in control. So no thanks. In fact, I think I get my, true story. This dude I met, he called me, he was the wrong number. That's a great way to meet somebody too. Kept calling me, he was the wrong number. So I was like, we've been talking for months now. Let's meet up. And so, I went to his house. I mean, he had all kind of red flags going up that should have said, don't go. But I went, true story. I went, and when I saw that dude, I said, he said, hey, baby. Because, we had gotten to that point talking for too much. Hey, baby. I said, my mom is calling me. So what I'm going to have to do is go home because I need a parent to be here, and I'm not really allowed to pass my curfew. So I'm going to go. But, my favorite is the kind that just stink to all hell. That kind of body odor that just makes you get saved and sanctified and filled with the Holy Ghost. It's like, my God, my God. I don't know what it is, but something on the inside is coming out on the outside, and it's making me sick. In my mind, you stink to all hell, and I just can't step out on faith and take one more step in your direction. My God said, no, I will protect you. I'll be your provider and your deodorant at the same time. That kind of ugly that makes you just break out in the song, just no weapon against me shall never prosper. It won't work. Can I get an amen? No weapon. Come on. Formed against me. Hey, shall never prosper. My God. Now listen here. I'm done. But I got a lot of baked goods. I know y'all greedy. I know y'all want to take some home. You don't have to eat it in front of me. Fake like you're going to give it to your church friends or something. But y'all, I can't go home with all this. I said I lost 80. I'm not trying to find it again tonight, okay? Everybody enjoying yourselves? All right.